welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to episode 52 of the Sharpshooters Podcast. I'm your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones and twos and threes, the fours, the fives, the fifth, seven, the eighth, and nines and the tens, and all that good stuff. My player partners are in the house. My dog Tez is in here.
What's happening?
My dog Jason is in here.
Peace be with you.
And clearly, if y'all know Jason, he has a very nice handle as always. The HR director for the Atlanta Dream. I just caught it.
You got to hire a coach, don't you?
Well, we at the moment that's not my main concern. Is finding jobs for third shifts for players to pick up on the side. That's it. We're trying to find second job opportunities for the players.
How much y'all paying them? How much y'all paying them for these shifts?
We partner with Waffle House. Waffle House is always looking for a good line chef. $14 an hour plus tips. Plus tips. Gratuity is a thing.
Do they get the all-star with it?
They are, yeah. And guess what? If you were an all-star, your all-star is free.
Oh man,
this is why they already come in. Shout out to my main guy, Coach Carl, man. Roll Tide, man. We gonna do good this week, man. Don't stress. Take your shot. All that good stuff.
Stress, Carl. Stress.
My dog goes down there with somebody very familiar that you two know very well. It's the Leon Day.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah. Good guy that y'all know very, very well. He said, roll, brother. You already know what time it is. We got an Auburn Tiger fan right here, Coach, man. He a lame. I don't know what's wrong.
He a lame.
Oh, man.
He a good dude, but he lame, man. If he ain't with the Tide, F
you. Hey, man. Hey, it's finna be a lot of people not with the Tide.
Hey, man, they ain't really with the Tide then, man. They ain't really with the Tide. He said, oh, yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, no, we don't mess with your kind here at Camp 8.
Coach Carl, I don't know you, but you're starting off on the wrong foot.
That's a good brother, man. That's a good brother, man. But y'all already know we're going to start off this Georgia and Texas recap. You've seen that terrible – everybody trying to live up to the Alabama and Georgia game because that's what everybody measuring all these big-time games from the Ohio State to Oregon game to the Georgia and Texas game. And I thought this was going to be a real, real interesting one only because Texas offense is Georgia's defense, but I think most of us picked Georgia to win, if I'm not mistaken. But
I picked Texas.
You said you didn't?
I picked
Texas to win that game.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I had to see Quinn Ewers do some stuff, man, because I didn't believe it because I know you can sit in that pocket and you don't have the mobility like you do. And them guys weren't worried about you rushing out the pocket or nothing. So I knew you had to be on your A game, and those guys had to run out the backfield. And we was going to really see was that Texas defense going to live up to it. But to their credit, they did have like short fields because of the defense. So really couldn't really tell from the defense. They really held up for the most part outside of those short drives, but for the most part, they showed up. What's y'all thoughts on the game? And we got to see good old Arch Manning. So, yeah, just speak on anything.
Oh, man. I picked Texas to win the game basically because I didn't believe in Georgia. I don't like Georgia. I didn't believe in their offense, their ability to run the ball. I thought Texas could capitalize on that, but it didn't happen that way. Obviously, Texas hadn't played nobody. Georgia's the most talented team they played so far, and it showed in the game. It showed in the game. I I probably underestimated how talented Georgia's roster was. For real, for real. Despite what they put on the field offensively, they've that roster is talented. Defense on the defensive side of the ball, they're talented. Got Arch in there, but you're talking about freshman, underexperienced. Um, they showed him some things that he couldn't deal with. Carson Beck actually, I'm not gonna lie, when he got back in when he got in the game, he actually looked pretty decent. And I'm not a Carson Beck fan. Um, Quinn, not
Yours.
not Carson Beck. I meant to say Quinn Ewers for that whole point I just made. Quinn Ewers. I'm not really a Quinn Ewers fan, but when he got back in the game, he actually looked pretty decent. He saved it from being a massive blowout because it was finna get ugly. Carson Beck looked like Carson Beck. I don't know, man. It's just interesting to see because you got the SEC now. You know, Texas is taking the fall. Who is going to rise to the top right now? You know, we don't really. I don't really know. But it should be interesting from this point on out. I still think Texas is probably one of, if not one, maybe two of the best teams in the SEC. I hadn't looked at their schedule. I looked at their schedule, but I hadn't looked at it since that to see exactly how they would fare out, how I think they would fare out. But I still think Texas is a tough team to beat. And they'll probably still be in there in the SEC championship and probably play against Georgia, honestly, the way it's looking, because Georgia's already taken their L.
It's already set up to be a rematch.
Yeah, it's already kind of set up to be a rematch. So, you know, that game again, honestly, to see them play again, I don't know. If Sark adjusts, it could be a different game. But, man, Georgia showed me something in that game. They showed me a very talented roster.
Yeah. I mean, I think Texas is still the better team overall, top to bottom, but they ran into, Kirby, who's, probably been circle this game for a while.
Right.
So I think overall they didn't have an answer. They just didn't have an answer for everything that Kirby was throwing at them. Kirby he can plan. He's always been able to do it, and he can also make adjustments in game to whatever you're trying to throw at him. And it was just really just the perfect storm for Georgia. But I think if they would have played, 9 more times, Ted, I think I think you probably would give the edge to Texas overall. I mean, honestly, like the only high level team that Texas has played is us. So it's like, what do they really know about playing SEC, high level SEC schools besides playing Alabama? So this is just another kind of a welcome to the SEC moment for them. I think, Arch is going to be good. Quinn is going to be fine. I think, when all the dust settles, it'll probably be Georgia and Texas again. I mean, I took Georgia on my bet last weekend, but I probably wouldn't do it a second time.
You think Texas falls again?
No.
Then they went out. You think Georgia falls again?
Yep.
To who?
I think Ole Miss will give them a run.
I think. Well, I said at the beginning of the season, Ole Miss will get them. That's where they're gonna get upset. I don't know. Tennessee can do it. They look like they got a defense, but if Nico can't be on his game, I don't think they can win. Especially they going to Athens this year, and that's really it up until that point. Because Florida not gonna do nothing with them. They're just gonna dominate them.
Nope. I think Georgia has kind of the same problem this year that Alabama has. They're going to either play up to their competition or down to it.
Yep.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I think that Ole Miss game being on the road is probably the next biggest test that they have. And then Tennessee, of course, but they get that game in Athens, like you said, Brinsky. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I hadn't looked at Texas schedule. Let me just glance at it right quick just to see. They got a Vanderbilt problem next week. So
Yeah, they do have a Vanderbilt problem.
Do they go to Vanderbilt?
yeah, it's at Vanderbilt. It's in Nashville,
Yeah.
Hold on, you said Georgia or Texas?
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah. I seen that one already. Yeah.
Yeah. So they got that. Other than that, they got Texas A&M at the end of the year, which Texas A&M is the number one team in the SEC as far as SEC records go.
Yeah.
If they ended right now, they win the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But do you trust on that?
It's just a matter of if I trust Mike Elko or not, because we know Texas A&M has talent, right?
For sure.
They got talent on their roster for sure. But can they beat Texas? They get them at home. That game is going to be interesting. That's going to be definitely one I'm gonna watch. Texas A&M at the end of the year at Texas A&M. Yeah, that's going to be a game there for sure. I don't think that Texas will just get ran over in that game.
It's gonna be interesting, man. That was say we got to see Arch Manning out there playing. So he got a little PT. He brought some energy. I just thought they just caught him just slipping a little bit, especially I think if they kept him out there, they probably would have made it an interesting game for the most part. So we'll see. It ain't his team yet, man. Next year is definitely his team. It ain't even no question about it. Because I believe you get a Manning that can run and can throw. Screen's first overall pick written all on. That's all you're gonna hear next year is consistent number one overall pick Arch Manning. I don't see anybody else above that.
I'm gonna tell you how talented Georgia's roster is. Just think about this. Carson Beck was 23 for 41, 175 yards, no touchdowns, 3 picks, and they won by 2 touchdowns. They got some guys on that roster.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said, bro. It's a lot of folks, man. It's really a lot of folks. They so deep on the defensive side, man. It's like the depth is crazy.
Yeah,
It's guys you don't know yet, but you're gonna know about them soon and whatnot. So I think it was Walker who had the game of his life. I wish Josh was up here so he could talk about his Bulldog a little bit more because he probably would have been more excited, especially how Falcons got their ass kicked. But
and I picked them too, but we'll get to that.
we'll get to that. But enough about those guys. We got ourselves a big game coming up. This is the game of the week. LSU versus Texas A.M. So we're gonna see how these guys play this week. Should be an interesting game. Both of them 6-1. Mike, a surprising 6-1 by Texas A&M, to be honest. So I'm actually kind of surprised by that. But it's down in good old Texas A&M, and I think LSU is on upset alert because I think one of the guys that left us, Dez Ritz, is going to be lined up with Lacey, their number one wide receiver, and that's going to be a matchup because when Dez came out, he was the number one corner, and even though he he what they reclassified.
Mm.
I think when in his class he was gonna be number one, which is this class this year. He would have been a freshman. He was number one, but when he reclassified, he became number two behind Kamani McLean. But it's gonna be interesting, man. What y'all think about this matchup? Who y'all see winning this game? What gonna be the keys and all that good stuff? Anybody?
Man, I think it's a tough game to pick, man, because I don't know if I really believe in Texas A&M like that. And at the same time, I don't really believe in LSU like that for real. They put up some pretty impressive games. I think they scored like almost 40 on South Carolina, and we know South Carolina has pretty good defense. I'm talking about LSU. I'm gonna go with LSU though, because this always happens. Like LSU usually, what happens every year is LSU comes out and bombs the first game, and then when you look at the end of the year, they're in the running for playing for the SEC. So I'm gonna go with LSU in this one to pull off an upset on the road. Just because they got a coach that had been here before, you know, as much as I don't like him, he's played this SEC schedule before, so he knows what to expect. So yeah, I'm gonna go with LSU on that one.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go LSU too. I think if they can get stops, if they can just get a few stops, that offense will kind of go ahead and carry them over the top in this game. We know the offense will click. You know, the problem for the last 2 years with them is just that defense is suspect. You know,
Right.
so if they can get a few key stops, then I honestly don't think they'll have a terrible time handling Texas A&M.
Texas
Yeah,
A&M playing well though.
yeah, they are.
Yeah, I can't take nothing from
But I just don't like Brian Kelly. Yeah, I think
them.
he's the most overrated. And look, at Coach Carter, like, really because of Brian Kelly, bro.
Yeah, yes.
Man, it's just like, bro, I think he's one of the most overrated coaches in college football, bro. Too overhyped. That Notre Dame brand was just he ain't play nobody. I don't know, man. They cheated South Carolina. They supposed to have another loss on their thing. I just want to see LSU fail at all costs. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Brian Kelly is overhyped, but I just don't like him as a person. Like anybody that lead a team like that, like it's like I don't really respect him for
Well, I think we all know. Especially that's what I said, bro. Is the way he always leave his team
real.
or
Yeah, I
what?
can't respect that.
No, you can't go any higher. I think as a brand, Notre Dame is better than LSU
Yeah.
when it comes to brand wise. But I think he didn't think he was gonna get those type of players to come to Notre Dame,
Yeah.
and then he wasn't recruiting out the state like that. It's certain like you can get away with it in certain states, but when you are like in a hotbed of players like Louisiana, Texas, that's like Texas not recruiting Texas. You going
Right.
everywhere. Like I know you can recruit everywhere else, but this is still Texas.
Right.
Mhm.
Notre
Like,
Dame, man, honestly, and you said they was a you know a big school. Like the only thing holding them back is a conference. You put them in a power conference, they would be a top 3 school in the country easily, like destination wise. Like that's the only thing that's holding them back.
do you think they can? I think they'd be all right either way because I think the brand is so big.
That's what I'm saying. Without a conference, so you put them in a conference like the SEC,
Well, when it comes to
you know,
basketball, they technically are in a
the
conference.
ACC.
Yeah, when it comes to basketball, they already in a conference. So I'll at least give them that, but that's about it. outside of that, they independent when it comes to football wise, but it's one of those blue blood brands that everybody know about, like the Oklahomas, the Alabamas, the USC's, the Ohio States. But Brian Kelly is overrated, bro. I don't care what you're talking about. Brian Kelly is overrated. I can't stand Brian Kelly. F that clown. and
So
it,
personal.
oh, it's personal.
I see.
It's not really. I just don't care for the man, for real, for real. If I put it like this, if I had a son and I wanted him to go play football, it's certain coaches I would not let him go play for. And Brian Kelly is definitely one of them.
Yeah, for sure. When you said if I had a son, it's automatically personal. After
Yeah,
that,
pretty
everything
much.
after you say.
Pretty much.
Well, it's personal. It's just a war against myself. So we all going. Everybody, you got LSU. So
Yeah, I got LSU.
who you got?
I'm going LSU.
I'm gonna go with us. I think Texas A&M is gonna be a night crowd in that stadium, so it's gonna be crazy, man. So it's gonna be interesting. I can promise you that. So let's go. Another big game, 2:30 game. Good old Bama
Roll Tide,
versus,
roll.
versus those Missouri Tigers. Missouri coming back on a particular team that was up 14 points, but gave the game away. I woke up to that, but we're not talking about that.
What team is that?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Yeah,
I'm a C student.
I ain't watched that game.
You didn't watch that game, Jason. You know that team that came back, that Missouri came back on when they were down 14?
The team with all them mascots.
Oh, yeah, the team with all the mascots, yeah.
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
That look like another mascot on the screen here, ain't
It probably should be the mascot at this point.
Man, but we talking about Missouri, Alabama. But it should be a interesting game. Alabama coming off a loss against Tennessee, heartbreaking loss. Mm. Coach,
They're War Tigers.
Coach Carter one time after that. That's what they need to call him. But yeah, man, Alabama coming off a disappointing loss to Tennessee. Missouri coming off a comeback win against the Auburn Tigers. It should be an interesting game between these teams. Cause I think this is like a very, very important win for everybody. Cause I still believe Missouri just took one of the worst L's of the year outside of us. Like we took an embarrassing L, but I still believe that's not the same Vandy that everybody grew up watching. But they went down to Texas A&M and just got their ass smacked, and they just got destroyed. And to be as high ranked as they was, and to go in there and perform as the way they did, I think both teams are trying to find their identity, and I think they both still trying to get in that playoff. So it's going to be a real, real big game for everybody. But of course, I'm gonna ride with the Tide. We at home, need to get that momentum, and we're gonna see how it go. What's your thoughts, Mr. Tez?
All right, man. honestly, man, I picked Alabama to lose this game before the season started. I thought this would be, just looking at the schedule, I thought it would be a trap game. Now, Missouri isn't as good as I thought they would be before the season started. They aren't. Despite what the record shows, they only lost that one game to Texas A&M, like you said. However, Alabama isn't either. They are not as good as I thought they would be before the season started. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Like I thought that I predicted them to lose 4 games, but I thought they would be in a different fashion. Of course, this Vanderbilt game wasn't one of them. So with all that being said, I'm actually gonna pick Alabama to win this game.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Alabama to win this game because coming off a heartbreaking loss, and just basically what I seen on tape, I think that Alabama can out talent this team. Even what I saw against Tennessee, I think if they go with the same game plan, Missouri doesn't have the corners that are as physical as Alabama was. So I mean, as Tennessee was. So if they force feed the ball to Ryan Williams in this game, uh, he's probably gonna dice these corners up. And Milrow running and the quarterback run probably will give them some problems. So I'm gonna pick Alabama to win this game. But like I said last week, it's gonna be a close one, man. It's gonna be a close one. Like it's Pac-12 football. Every single game for the rest of this season probably is gonna be outside of like maybe Mercer or somebody like that. It's going to be a close game. It's going to come down to a play or two in the fourth quarter, just based on the type of football they're playing. And if they switch it up, if he adjusts, then it could be different. But if he sticks to the same game plan that he's stuck to this entire year, it's going to be a close game. I said,
Yeah.
"Wow, I see y'all." Hey man, hey, I call it like I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you're impressing Coach Carl, man. Ted's my brother.
You know, I think we set super high expectations for Alabama. Sometimes I think they can be a little unrealistic. I think this, like Ted says, is going to be a close game, but I do think early on it'll probably be pretty handled. The biggest question for me is, how does Alabama's secondary do against Weeze and Burden? Is their quarterback going to play?
I'm sure it is.
For the most part, we're gonna find out when that injury report
Yeah. So can another one-leg quarterback beat us? Is really the question. And I mean, we're not really getting pressure, so we're getting beat. So it's going to be really interesting to see if we can actually generate pressure on this quarterback who's not going to be able to move, and if Milrow's health is good enough for him to be the Milrow that we all know. Because without the threat of the run, things kind of have to change the way that we call the offense. And it needs to be probably a little bit more traditional to really be effective. So, but I do think that Alabama has the talent to go out here and do what they need to do. But we play down the competition or we play up the competition. It's just that's who the team is this year, and that's probably the scariest thing that you would ever want for your team. But I am gonna pick Alabama to win by 1 touchdown or less.
Was that Burden made that play?
It don't matter.
I hope not.
But
I never want any of the stars to play, man.
I don't want to play.
I don't want to
It doesn't matter. When it comes to us, everybody gives us their best shot anyway. And so that wide receiver that's a nobody turns into a somebody against
a 6-star.
Yeah.
Man, them boys go crazy on us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all vulnerable now, so like everybody want to win this game because it's probably they see an opportunity now.
Yeah, because they see that the team in the secondary, all that talent, bro. That's the same thing I keep repeating every week since it happened, since Coach Saban retired, bro. I'm like, bro, we so weak in the secondary. It ain't like we just weak. It's just we're young and inexperienced.
It's just inexperienced.
And the money is the only one.
But I will say this: like we 8 weeks in, we at some point we got to stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the season got to play out. I mean, every team is inexperienced. Bro. Like
Some point we got to
we not every team, but like it's a lot of like for example, y'all won't give us that credit for being inexperienced, even though we play the most true freshmen on defense of any team in the country.
That's because y'all
Y'all won't, but y'all won't give us that credit of saying like, "Oh, we inexperienced." Like, nah, I can't give y'all that, man. This is Alabama. Y'all told me that it was next man up. We don't recruit, we reload. Y'all, this is all I heard the whole summer. So to hear y'all now saying like, "Oh, we inexperienced in the secondary," it's like, come on, man. You can't have it both ways.
I said that though. I never changed that. I literally said it's literally on record. It's literally on record of me saying.
Maybe not you, but the consensus of the fan base.
And don't worry. I say right now, get us now. This is the worst we're gonna be. Get us now.
That may be true.
That
may be true.
I just say get us now. Because I'm telling you, the recruits that gonna keep coming in, I'm just telling you.
Like I said, bro, we'll have to see that. We'll have to see that. Because I like honestly, like I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I don't think that y'all problem is the defense. Everybody's harping on the defense, but the offense is not complimenting the defense at all.
Oh, well,
it's not. It's just not. They leaving them on the field for hours at a time, and it's like that's not winning football.
Yeah, trust me, ain't nobody gonna argue that. I don't know any Alabama fan that is gonna disagree with it. But
not at all.
You said facts. Auburn pigeon cats, right?
Yeah, but
that's low hanging fruit, man. You can do that.
I want to shout out my main man Jay from Unfair Sports, man. Jay, you about at 20K, ain't you? Almost 20K subscribers. Good brother, man. Oklahoma content. Guy been on the show in the early days and need to get him back on here very, very soon. My brother been on Locked On Oklahoma. Best t-shirt guy in the business, has some of the best t-shirts. I'm giving you all the hype, man. I'm giving you all the hype, man. That's a good brother. Showed me love when I got in this space. So shout out Jay, man. I love that brother. Yeah. And like Coach Carl said, man, nobody is afraid of us. And that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's like that mystique is like gone, but that's why you gotta get those guys in there that just
bro, you got guys.
No, you know, I'm talking about like the guys. It ain't about no stars, bro. It's about the guys that's gonna come in there and they are maniacs. We need Reuben Foster's type.
Tony Brown.
So
where would you get those guys from? Where would you get those guys from?
That's why recruiting is important. I don't know where you get them. If we knew where to find them, we'll just stay in that one spot and just pick them all. You gotta find. Yes, they gotta have the talent, but they gotta they want it.
Mm-hmm.
And in today's college football, it seems like those guys are few and far between.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm. Did you have them last year?
Did we have them last year?
Mm-hmm.
We had some guys. I think that was a great chance for us to win last year. I believe, honest to God, if you have this version of Jalen Milroe last year against Michigan, I think we win the national championship. Outside
if you get Georgia version of Jalen Milroe.
If we get Georgia version of Jalen Milroe, we win the national championship easily.
Yeah, but then if you get the same play calling, you probably don't win that national championship. So you saying you get Georgia and Jalen Milroe, but Nick Saban and whoever the offensive coordinator was last year, that type of play calling and mentality.
Tommy Rees.
Yeah, Tommy Rees.
That was it.
But he ran duo the whole time. But at least he ran the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least he ran the ball.
Yeah.
So
And
I guess what I'm thinking is like when I hear y'all talk, it's not just y'all, it's just like the entire fan base. It's like it's almost disrespectful to Coach Saban. It's like nobody is pointing out the fact that we have a new guy that's the head of this. We talking about the guys. We need these dogs in here. It's like what created them dogs? It's that guy that's on Saturdays sitting next to Coach. Man, I'm telling you.
You don't create them dogs. Them dogs are already there. You just bringing them dogs out.
Yeah, but you discipline them. You
Oh,
make them. You tell them that like you really not that good. You know what I mean? You gotta you put them on the same level with the bottom of the roster. That's why the bottom of the roster rises to the top. He was able to do that better than anybody.
Yeah.
And to think that another guy could come in and replicate that is just like, I don't know, man.
We don't need him to be, bro. What that man did is abnormal. I don't know why.
It's true.
If anybody tried to compare their coaching career, especially right now, everybody would be on the hot seat right now. Everybody.
Oh, for sure.
You can't. You have to let them coach. Everybody be their own coach. Like Kellen DeBoer is Kellen DeBoer. Hugh Freeze is Hugh Freeze, which he's a scrub. But that's no here, no there.
It is what it is.
I'm gonna add something. Then, Coach Carr, I want you to say the exact same thing. No, matter of fact, we ain't even gonna get on that this week. I ain't got time for Hugh Freeze and
Man, we talking about Alabama. You brought up Hugh Freeze.
No. I know. I'm just saying. We just gotta let coaches just be coaches, man. And let you can't compare him to like other coaches, man. Because I'm telling you, dog,
for sure you can.
You're going to be fired if you're comparing anybody to this man.
That's exactly my point. It's like, man,
but nobody's comparing him to that.
You got a coach in there who has the same. I'm not gonna say the same talent, but he has one of the most talented rosters in NCAA football right now. If you say Ohio State is number one, where do y'all fall in that? Y'all are top 5 in terms of talent and not playing like it. That falls directly on the coach. Directly, like you can't look no other way around it.
But at the same time, everybody else has the same coach, so everybody played under the same system. Different philosophies brings like everybody's doing something different.
I know that.
So we can't really hate on him.
I've only been saying this since y'all hired the guy. And then now it seems like everybody's coming around and saying, "Oh, well, it's different coaches and such and such." And like I've been telling you that the whole time
that you've been talking to. That's the only thing I'm trying to figure out. It sure wasn't us.
Yeah, it didn't come up in the group chat.
You Brisket.
Yeah, that's cap. I can point to numerous shows.
I told you that this guy will have to adjust, and you said your response was the standard is the standard. We recruit, we reload, we don't recruit. Like all of these monikers, and it's like nah, bro, it's gonna take an adjustment. You get a new coach in there.
What did I have? What? Hold on. Out of everything you just said, that had nothing to do with the coach. That's literally the standard is always gonna be the standard. The standard is to win.
But I'm saying, like when I said that this guy, we don't know what he's gonna do in the SEC. You gave me this laundry. I remember you giving me this laundry list of accomplishments of him being a top flight developer and all these things, and I'm like, that doesn't win games on the field. We see now like his coaching on the field is not up to SEC standard. I think we could all agree on that. But what I'm saying is, man, you gotta get this guy time. That's A. And 2, like it's okay to say that he's underperforming with the elite roster. Like it's cool.
You can give anybody the ingredients, right? That don't mean they can make.
There's a huge difference between this guy and the last guy. That's all I was saying.
The last guy didn't lose.
Yeah, the last guy was legendary. Like to follow behind that.
And also the last guy didn't lose this much in his secondary. If the last guy was here, he would be having these problems.
Man, do you think that the last guy in 2000 was the first national championship?
2010.
You think that roster was better than this one defensively?
Hold on, do I think the 2010 one? Yes.
Okay.
Defensively? Yeah.
You think that he's always had this level of? Do you think he's always had a roster that was better than this one on the defensive end?
Defense-wise?
I've seen him win with. I've seen him win when the secondary was ass.
Name one. Pick a year.
I think it's ever
Please
been
pick a
ass,
year.
bro.
I
When
want
the
to know what
secondary
year.
was ass.
I don't think
Pick a
it's ever been asked.
Let me think about it. Because
It
he's the
has never
secondary
been
coach,
asked.
right?
It's never been.
The
It's never
closest
been
one
asked.
that you could possibly come to is 2020.
2020.
The closest one. And that had Pat Surtain.
2020 was the COVID year.
Okay,
that
well,
was
pick
all
one
SEC
after that.
games.
Which one you want to pick? The 2015
I
one?
don't know, man. I'm not.
Everybody else had dogs in the second.
I really want you to pick this one.
I have to look at Alabama over the course of this 17-year period that he was there. I can't.
I'm going to throw you fully.
I give it to you on the next part.
Abort.
How about that?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you.
But how many times? Well, I ask you this: how many times has the secondary been the weak point of the defense?
It's not.
You think
it's not been often?
It's been a couple times because they criticized Nick Saban for him being the secondary coach. Like it's been a thing.
Like who though? When?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know specifically right off the top of my head.
That's why I'm gonna let you do the research.
I'm gonna do the research and come back with
talking about these guys have been all pros, first team all pro guys.
I mean, that's true. Yeah. I give you that.
So I don't know how you can criticize somebody that literally put these guys in the first round. They become.
So is the secondary the reason that y'all lost in 2 games?
What, Tennessee? No,
it's not. That's
I wouldn't say that.
No,
but that's the point I'm getting to.
But
I think that the offense is the reason that y'all lost these 2 games. It's because your offense
definitely wasn't the reason for the first.
Your offense is inability.
Offense was definitely not.
Not the first game, but I would put this on the loss on the offense for the Tennessee.
Your offense's inability to sustain drives is the reason y'all lost these 2 games. That's what I saw.
We ain't had a ball long enough in the Vanderbilt game. We damn near
and why not? Your inability to convert third downs.
No, we converted. We just ain't had a ball. Vanderbilt kept the ball away, and they was running down clock. They was running like 8-minute drives.
Every drive.
You can literally go look at it. We scored touchdown majority of the time.
And how do you stop that on offense? You hold the ball. You put together drives.
We fell behind. What are you talking about?
You got to try to score.
They scored on the first. Listen, they scored on their first drive. They caught a tip ball and took it to a pick six, which made it 14 points. Now we're playing behind. We came back and scored. Now they playing keep away.
Y'all was 33% on third down. Y'all generated 17 first downs. Y'all 1 for 1 on fourth down. You ran 45 plays. Your offense could not sustain drives.
How many drives did we do?
I don't know. It don't say that on here.
We didn't.
It don't say that on here.
It does say it on here. It should.
No, it don't tell you how many drives. It tell you how many plays.
As fast as possible in an attempt to get a stop and score.
Listen, how many plays did we ran, and listen, how many points we scored.
Y'all, yeah. Oh, no doubt. Y'all had the ball.
We ran less than 50 plays, and we only had 40 points.
Right. Y'all had the ball for 7. Y'all had the ball for 17 minutes, and you only scored, and y'all scored 35 points. I think maybe 31 of it was offensive, but that's impressive. Like, that is a quick strike offense.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing. When you playing, and we get into some crazy stuff, but when you playing in the game and you're a coach and you see that your defense has the inability to keep this team off the field, like your defense is struggling to keep them from driving the ball. When you get the ball on offense, your goal should be to hold the ball as long as you can and end that driving points. It's called playing complementary offense to your defense. It's one of the things, which is crazy. It's one of the things that Nick Saban was able to do very well. When he saw his defense struggling, he held the ball on offense. He put together drives. This offense is big play offense. It's Pac-12 offense. It's big play offense. and that hurts y'all. That's why y'all are in these close games all the time. It's the same reason why we in the close games all the time. It's because we have the inability to close our games, run the ball, play situational football, put together drives. If you can't do that, you're going to find yourself in games like this Vanderbilt game and that Tennessee game when you have a quarterback and you have an offense on the other end that can do that can put together drives. It just is what it is. Like, it's not.
Bro,
You look at that Vanderbilt game. You look at that Vanderbilt game, and y'all had 84 rushing yards. 84 rushing yards on Vanderbilt. Jam Miller carried the ball 5 times. Justice Hayes carried the ball 6 times. Milroe carried the ball 7
times. We had to pass the ball.
How many yards did we give up in the Vanderbilt?
Oh, y'all gave up a ton of yards. Honestly, the yards.
How the hell you gonna say?
That's what I'm saying. This is not making any sense.
It's making perfect sense. Listen, y'all gave up 418 yards.
And
they gave up 394 yards. So it's only a 20-yard difference. It's not like they just outgained y'all by 100 yards.
But it's not about them.
But you want to know what they was able to do differently? They had 166 on the ground. They were able to put together drives and sustain drives because their offense was geared around that. And it's the same thing, bro. You can look at every. Trust me, what I'm saying is not like asinine.
You stressing Brinsky.
I watched the entire game.
You stressing Brinsky.
It's literally impossible. You watched that game and you said you're blaming it on the offense.
There's no fucking way.
Because it's been the same formula.
How many offenses score that many points in 17 minutes? I would look them up right now. Name one.
Not many.
No, just name one. I ain't not many. Not
many, bro. Like I can't name one. But you're talking about
how can that blame? So
because you're talking about going against Vanderbilt's talent. Like, yeah, you can score quickly on a Vanderbilt because, truth be told, they're not as talented as you guys. They're not. Are you going to say that Vanderbilt is talented as you guys? Do you see what Ryan Williams did to them?
Any given Sunday,
it's not even close.
Saturday or any given day on the football field, you can win that game, depending on how you come out there and play. I'm just trying to figure out how can you blame it on the offense that scored that many points in 17 minutes and the defense that almost gave up 500 yards
because they didn't almost give up 500 yards at all.
How much
418. Y'all gave up. Y'all gave up 490. What 490? It was 394. 20-yard difference. That's not like a massive gap. Like, what are you talking about? They didn't outgain y'all by 100 yards. But they outgained y'all by 20.
What is the number one thing that you're not pointing out?
They put together drives and they kept y'all off the field. And I'm saying that if y'all had done that, then y'all probably.
Why would we do that?
We wouldn't be able to come back.
When we're down, that doesn't make sense.
But y'all went down the entire game. It started off with a
pick.
We
were. We never
had the lead.
Yeah, but okay. They got the lead, but then in the first quarter when they get the lead, you telling me from that point you got to pass the ball. One of the things that Nick Saban was good at is not abandoning the run. How many times have we seen him run the ball for success?
We never led in the game. I
literally
broke it down to you. They scored. They literally scored on the first round. Milroe threw a pick off a tip. That's 14-0. Now we're playing catch up. Why would we waste time trying to do drives?
Because this is the first quarter, bro. It's the first quarter. You have a whole game left. You don't abandon the run in the first quarter. That's not football. That's not football, bro. That's not winning football. Who do you know that goes down 14-0 in the first quarter of an SEC game and totally abandons the run?
They didn't abandon it, but we still needed to score. You're saying that
you ran the ball 11 times. You totally abandoned
football, and we need to do long drives to help our defense
when
we're wasting time.
It's the first quarter, Brinsky. It's the first and second quarter of this game. I've seen Alabama be down 10 points at a half or just down at a half and consistently run the ball to get back in it. Y'all have the talent to do it. Y'all are bigger, faster, and stronger than Vanderbilt. There is no reason why they outgain y'all, outpossess y'all on offense. That's no excuse for that. When literally all you got to do is is push them over.
Except the fact that the defense could not get
That's
off
the only
the
thing I'm
field
saying.
on
I'm trying to figure out. Matter of fact,
Bro, they couldn't get off the
100%,
field.
how
But
much
you
blame
got to know
put on
that.
the offense?
Say what now?
Out of 100%, how much of this percentage? Because you literally said it was the offensive fault.
The Vanderbilt game?
Yeah.
How much? I say about 65 to 70%.
Ain't no damn.
All right.
I say about 65 to 70% of the game.
Stop it, bro.
All right.
Like Auburn
I'm
versus Kentucky, man. Stop it, bro. You did not watch that game.
I did watch the entire. I did watch the game.
Say no, that was
I did watch the game.
You did not watch it.
And I know
what
offense.
He said, did he watch the game?
The defense's ability to get off the field on third down is what caused us to lose this game.
Let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. Could Vanderbilt get off the field on third down?
No, but they went for it on fourth down.
Okay, so they couldn't get off the field on third down. So it didn't bother them any reason. Why? Why not? Why didn't that come into play for Vanderbilt? They couldn't get off the field on third down. Y'all scored all these points in 17 minutes. So they clearly had no answer for y'all on the defensive end. Why were they able to win that game? What did they do to be able to win that game?
Turnovers.
They only had one turnover in that game.
Converted.
How many
fourth down? How many fourth down did they convert?
I don't know. I have to pull it back up.
They had
it's probably like one. It's not as much as y'all think it is.
They had one pick six, right?
They had one pick six.
How many points did we lose by?
Y'all lost by that pick six. Yeah, true. So you saying that
Auburn, Kentucky, bro?
Are you saying that was the reason y'all lost because of that pick six? That's what you're saying.
That's the damn Auburn math.
Yeah, bro.
Coach Carl,
isn't that
football guy? Because
they control the clock. Exactly my point. So why couldn't y'all do that? Why couldn't y'all do that?
Coach Carl, please explain to this man how are we going to control
Coach Carl, explain to me.
Control the clock from behind.
Yeah, you can control the clock from behind. You were down 14-0 in the first quarter, bro. You have a whole football game to go.
We was down 10 in the third quarter. It don't make no difference. We was down.
Man, y'all, he panicked, bro. He's used to playing Pac-12 football. Y'all could have ran the football and got back in that game. I seen y'all do it before.
Man that is 5-2, then a guy that's 2-5 that we are about to talk about.
Bro, you were talking about
panic. I knew it was gonna happen.
Bro, you were talking about a guy.
At some point, we just got to just stop this nonsense.
You're talking about a guy versus me. Like, I don't care if he's 2-5. I don't know Hugh Freeze. I don't know Hugh Freeze or Kalen DeBoer. I don't know their number. Like, what are you talking about?
Y'all niggas.
I'm not doing
black people.
Auburn.
I'm just saying, if y'all had held the ball on a little bit longer, y'all would have won that game easily. That's all I'm saying.
Auburn takes the 2-5 self to Lexington, Kentucky.
Hey, I knew this was gonna happen.
And I'm finna say the same thing about Hugh Freeze that I said about Kalen DeBoer, but let's keep going.
I want
go ahead. Strike it up.
Go ahead. One coach is 5-2,
intro
and the other one is 2-5.
Intro it.
I'll go so you can have the last word.
Go ahead.
I don't need
I'll go so you have the last word.
I want him to have the last word.
I think this game is gonna just come down to who can win in the trenches. Is this a home game for Auburn?
No, this is at Kentucky at night. Yeah.
I mean, Auburn does have
it's a night game.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Auburn got the ability to win this game, but they suffer from some lapses in the back end of what seems to be like every game at this point, where one decision kind of just derails the entire game plan. Kentucky is a tough team to beat. They've shown it every single game this year. But my brain is telling me that Auburn's gonna find a way to finally get it done. I think I'm taking Auburn by a touchdown.
All right.
Nope.
Oh,
It's my turn. You get the
go
last
for
You
it.
getting the
word.
last word.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
I just want you to read that from a football coach.
We had to play from behind, but our OC had some studs at skills, quick hitting plays, usually break team spirits, but Vandy had nothing to lose. Yeah. I mean, that's a true statement, but I also think that if y'all had held on to the football and put together drives, then y'all would have dominated that football team.
What you mean hell? Oh.
Let it.
It is,
We
it is
on
what it is.
Auburn, Kentucky, man. We
Yeah,
on Auburn.
yeah, it is what it
Let
is
it go.
now.
I can't.
It is what it is.
You run. You do that same thing when y'all play them. I want your strategy to be against them, and we gonna talk about that.
I don't know if we got the talent to run the ball like that. Y'all do.
Okay.
Go ahead, Brent.
Now we just lying now at this point.
Y'all don't.
We got.
Here
All
we go.
right.
We got all.
So
Like I
Kentucky
said,
by 6.
man, Kentucky. I don't know what to make of Kentucky. They beat Ole Miss, and I'm thinking they defense is legit. Then they go into Florida and just get mollywopped by a freshman. Vandegrift is just showing he's an overrated 5. Some of these 5 stars come into college and they be overrated at the quarterback position, and he shows they just not like that for real. You ain't that guy, and clearly he's not doing nothing. It's gonna be a tough one in this game. I don't know why they got this game at night. It should be played at 8:00 in the morning before anybody wakes up to watch college game day. So by the time while we watching college game day, the game will be over. Mm-hmm. I still got Kentucky in here only because if they had Peyton Thorne back there, I think Peyton Thorne and Hugh Freeze are going to the States to just find a way to blow this game. Kentucky has a strong defensive line, defensive front 7 that is against these guys. These guys are terrible. I just hate everything about this game. It's just I just read something. I was just and it threw me off. But like I said, man, I got Kentucky winning this game by probably 6 points too. Coach Carr, because I don't know, man. It's just an ugly game. I don't see a lot of passing. I see a lot of running. Auburn does have a decent defense, but they quit to give up something quickly. And we already know Mr. Freeze is quick to blame everybody but himself. But I digress. I'm going to let the Auburn man talk to us about Auburn football.
Hey, man.
The floor
you already know. You already know. Not one of the things I'm not is a homer, bro. They've. You know how some teams find a way to win. Hey, you get to that moment where you just like, oh, they finna pull this off. Like we are the complete opposite of that. It's now gotten to the point where we get to a point and it's like, how is Auburn going to lose this football game? It's disappointing. So with playing Kentucky at night in Kentucky, which is a notoriously tough place to play, right? Man, I see us finding a way to lose this game. I see the same thing that we've seen. They are going to have to prove to me that they can do something different. I see us leading this game going into the 4th quarter because we had the talent to do that. We had the talent to win every game that we've lost so far, and I see us mismanaging or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. You know, it's got to be on Hugh Freeze at this point because there's been multiple games, so we can't just point at a player. It's got to be on Hugh Freeze. I see him mismanaging this game to the point where we end up giving it away. How many points that is, I don't know. It's probably going to be a close game because I predict us to be winning in the 4th quarter, so probably about 3 to 6 points. Yeah, I can see that. it's a must-win game for us. Actually, to make a bowl game, we got to win 4 out of the next 5. In every team that we've got to play is at least 5-1, including ULM. So, man, I don't see them pulling this away. It's become a losing culture. Nobody wants to step up. That's the one thing I see when I see us play is in those critical moments. We don't have players asking for the football. We don't have players saying, "Hey, I want to make the play to win the game." I see players that are scared of the moment, like they don't want the football. So I don't have any confidence in us to win this game. I see us, like I said, winning this game maybe by 2 touchdowns going into the 4th and finding a way to lose it.
Hold on, did you say a bowl game for you guys?
No, I never said that.
Oh, okay.
He just said no bowl game because I said that we got to win 4 out of the next 5 to win.
Okay.
Make a bowl game.
I'm about to say you have lost your everlasting mind. That's why I thought. That's why I was like, I know
I'm realistic. Like you,
okay, I'm about to say now you have literally drunk too much of that damn Auburn juice to be saying.
In order for this to win this game, we got to beat 4 out of the next 5. 4 out of the next 5 is Kentucky, Vanderbilt, ULM, Texas A.M, Bama. It's a tough stretch.
But
it's a tough stretch.
We got that Georgia Bulldog in here, but he getting set up. He showed up in here like there you go, that Georgia Bulldog right there, that boy right there.
That Georgia Bulldog right.
You're on mute, man.
Right there, man.
What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? I'm sorry I'm an hour late.
Big win for y'all.
What? Man, what? Saturday. Hold on one second. Go ahead and go by, baby. Make sure my wife get by real quick. Yeah, man. Saturday. Yeah, nothing much, man. Saturday was wonderful. It was magnificent. It was marvelous. I said I gotta be on the pod, and I know I'm late, but hey, man, I love Saturday, man. Alabama lost Georgia 1-1, the biggest game of the season this year. Our defense looked fantastic. I mean, the everything defense was rolling. Carson Beck still got some work to do. Offense still got some work to do. But I love what I saw just overall. The fans tried to force the refs to play their type of game, but we overcame all of that. Jalen Milroe looked like he's might be a 4th rounder now, maybe. I'm saying everything was just marvelous.
Even though he's injured, but go ahead.
He's injured.
Absolutely.
What wrong with him?
I don't know, man.
It's something
wrong with his leg, but still, it's a lot of plays in that game. He still should have made.
Out there,
we making that up.
When you out there, man, I don't like to make that excuse.
We making that up.
That's not making it up, but
I ain't seen no injury report.
Me neither.
That's cool.
We making that up.
You can see the limp.
You can see the limp.
You can go see the limp for yourself.
I thought that was swag.
Oh my God.
Okay. Like I said, we this is your time to put out. I gotta acknowledge Tight. Shout out to Tight from Tight Sports. He said the game of bowling. He was talking about y'all. That's only bowling y'all doing is the game of bowling.
Hey, man, we already passed that, bro. We went through that part already.
Yeah, but yep. And I would say he pointed that out too. I don't think, and I agree. They made him pass a lot in that game. It was just really the first
45
half.
times. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. And I don't believe, and a lot of those came in the first half when we came into the end zone where we should have ran. But I was trying to get that out. I was trying to let the Georgia boy come in here. He all late, messing up everything. I've seen y'all boys come out there. What's your boy name? Walker. I don't want to get
Jalen Walker.
Yeah, Walker playing.
Yeah, but how many sacks he had? Because it seemed like he was.
Yeah, 3 sacks. Yes, sir.
Boy, it seemed like he had more than that.
Yeah. Everett played probably his best game as a Georgia Bulldog.
And Michael Williams.
Yeah. And he just Williams. I just like him, period, bro. He's gonna be a dog in the NFL. But that one from Everett when Kirby had him come on that cornerback blitz, it was set up so perfect because it looked like he was gonna be guarding a wide receiver. But time he said height and he came full speed Nobody blocking him. Quinn looking on his other side, and by the time he looked back, boom!
Right on.
That is textbook Kirby right there, bro. I was
Yes,
like,
sir.
oh my God. I was like, these boys came to play today.
Licking my chops. Yes,
and
sir.
I wanted to acknowledge what Coach Carr said. He said Texas looked like they was more scared of Georgia. I gotta believe that by the way they were playing, because them boys did not they did not want that smoke, man. Them boys literally just came into your house, and I think me and Tez acknowledged this last week. Well, I told him, but Texas hasn't won a home game against a top 5 opponent since 1999.
Sheesh. Wow.
That is insane.
I was more shocked, honestly, with Texas defense. I thought their defense would be much better than that. Just because I didn't believe in Georgia's offense, but hey, that's why we play the game.
Yeah, why you play the game, man. That's what I said. You guys look good out there, man. I was like, I know. I said, yeah, look at these guys, man. They was over there all excited or whatnot. I said, the only thing I was being petty because one Georgia fan said something to me. I said, hey, y'all won tonight, but y'all ain't win the one that y'all wanted to win.
Right. It's a compliment.
In that game, we didn't have Michael Williams. That D line
he was in the game.
He was there
against Alabama.
He was there.
Yeah, he played.
What about Jalen Walker?
He was there.
Somebody was missing that day.
You know who was missing?
Who?
Y'all Hart.
Nah. It's, we came back. We came all the way back.
See, man, your Georgia Bulldogs be trying to have beef with us. We don't try to have beef with y'all. I don't have no problem with y'all. I hate LSU and I hate Auburn. Tennessee.
Why don't you hate Tennessee, man? And
I never been like. I think that's more of a up north type thing. I never understood.
But he snitched on y'all. He literally got you dirty. He got y'all put on probation, didn't he?
I think that's the greatest like the quotes and all that. But I'm just like, nah, man. It's just like I'm just not a big fan. I mean, of that rivalry. It's just like, yeah.
Like, I don't even know if it was a bigger rivalry until Philip Fulmer snitched on you to the NCAA. I think that's what made it like, oh man, we don't like these guys no more.
Yeah, I hate Tennessee just as much as I hate Auburn, for sure.
Yeah, like Tyson, I think I dislike Auburn, but
I hate Tennessee.
I think he said snitches belong in ditches. I think he got y'all put on probation.
Tennessee.
I just never was one of those guys. I didn't care. I was just like, man, shit. I just thought it was a B move.
You can't really beef with Georgia.
That's right here. I'm trying to respect him.
You can't really beef with Georgia anyway
because I really want to say the word. But yeah, man, I'm like, it is what it is, man.
It's so one-sided with Georgia, bro. You can't beef with that.
Bro, I don't even like Philip Fulmer for that.
Hey man, I expect lanes to be lanes, bro. That's all I can tell you, bro.
But with the shack.
Georgia played Tennessee very, very soon.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a big game.
I
think they got the advantage in that game too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because if Nico doesn't play up to the standard that if he doesn't play to the standard that I think he can play it, they're gonna lose, and they're gonna lose by at least 14 points. And the one thing that y'all gonna do to them that we didn't do for real is run the ball and play balanced football. And I think y'all got the advantage on that, especially with I like Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell is a dog. ETN look like he's finally coming to form with you guys. What I don't know what I can say about Malachi Starr. Malachi Starr is just that guy. Only game I ever seen him play bad in was that Alabama game this year. And as much as I wanted him to play bad, I felt sad because he's easily one of my favorite players, like in college football, period. He's going to be great in the NFL. But we'll see.
And then we got the Robinson boys coming back. One of them going to be back by the time we play Tennessee. Branson Robinson and Roderick Robinson. Running back. So our physical run game can get back to that point. And Arian Smith doing this thing. Only thing I hate that we lost Kobe Young, man, to that suspension. Because we don't have like a go-to receiver.
How long he suspended for? I ain't even.
So
I forgot because of that
unborn
arrest.
child abuse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know what y'all got going on in Georgia, but y'all love driving fast and beating on folks.
Right.
And I really don't know what's going on. I was like, bro, this sounds like a big 30 for 30 one day.
Yeah.
Just like, what is going on down there?
Yeah. We'll have more rings and we ain't have everybody get arrested every year.
Yeah.
So
So it's gonna be interesting, man. Anything? Oh, it's opening night in the NBA. So y'all already know who we need to talk about real quick. Well, I was gonna say I was gonna pick the Celtics to win tonight against the Knicks, but they beat the Knicks 132-109. Jason Tatum went off with 37 points, 14 of 18, coming out ready to show the world that he is that guy, which he is that guy. I'm a Laker guy, but not a Bron guy. Shout out to Kobe. I got the Lakers winning tonight. Who y'all got winning tonight in the Lakers Timberwolves game?
I got the Timberwolves, to be honest, man. Ant-Man, I think gonna go stupid. I think
That's
Julius
the
Randle.
one player, man.
But I think Julius Randle's going to have a good opening debut as a Timberwolf, and Dante DiVincenzo. People can't sleep on him. He is a lights out shooter, one of the best shooting guards as far as shooting in the league. Then Rudy Gobert. I mean, he gonna control things down low. So, I think they'll win.
Lakers Timberwolves. Wait, is it in LA?
Yeah,
in LA.
I take the Lakers. I think the Timberwolves they had some turnovers, so like just without Gobert, I guess, and trying to fit those new players in, I'm gonna go with the Lakers. You playing against LeBron James? Is LeBron playing?
Yeah.
I'm sure he is.
Bronny's on the bench.
Yeah, you're playing against LeBron James, so I'm gonna go with the Lakers in this
one. I think I'm gonna go Timberwolves. Even though every year LeBron, when he's at full strength at the beginning of the season,
Yeah.
I think Ant is gonna be a little bit too much for him, man. It's time to pass the torch.
Well, I think the torch been passed already. Yeah, just say just still one of the biggest faces, but I think the torch been passed. I think Ant-Man just gonna have don't have the help. That was said Julius Randle gonna have to show me that he's gonna be that dude to help him out. And Nas Reed, he played big in the playoffs. Let's see if he's gonna step up to the plate. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna ask you guys just quick. This is just really off the dome. I'm gonna ask y'all who y'all think gonna be MVP this year, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and your most improved. So we'll start with like who's gonna be your most improved this year, and I think my most improved player this year, gonna be Brandon Miller. Yeah, showed a lot of flashes as a rookie. Yes, I'm biased a little bit because he's an Alabama guy, but I think he's gonna be a star in the making. I think this is what Charlotte been looking for, and I think he's gonna definitely average over 20 points a game. Quote me on that, and he's gonna be an all-star.
Yeah.
It's the most improved.
Well, they usually don't give it the most improved to like guys going into their second year, but I think he's gonna be one of the most improved guys in the league.
I hadn't really thought about that. I'm gonna go with my team, brother. I'm gonna go with most improved. I'm gonna go with Tyrus Jones, point guard for Phoenix, because we definitely need a point guard, and he's surrounded by all-star talent. So I think he has a good year. Assist numbers are up. one-on-one coverage. Well, not coverage, but that's football. But I think he sees a lot of one-on-ones, so his scoring totals are going to be up. So I'm going to go with him. He's on top of the head.
I think I'm going to go Kobe White. Like, he showed a lot of flashes of being able to be super dominant. I think he takes the next step this year and is super consistent with that and starts and kind of raises himself up into the next echelon of player in the NBA.
Man, and to be honest, because I miss him so much in Atlanta. I think to me he should have won it last year, but he'll definitely, I believe, win it this year. Is DeJounte Murray for the New Orleans Pelicans. With the talent he's surrounded by with Zion Williamson and with Brandon Ingram. I mean, the sky's the limit now because now he can really be that playmaker and more than just that scorer, but that playmaker for an elite team. And CJ McCollum too around him. I mean, he can be better than Trae Young, to be honest with you, when it comes to playmaking now, because he already got the mid-range game. He added, he improved the three-point shot drastically last year. And he's already that defensive guy. He can rebound. So with all these pieces around him now, I think he can definitely win, most improved and, be an all-star as well. So, yeah.
Okay.
Man, one I forgot about, another Alabama guy actually is a lot of people laughed at this, but if Zion Williams is healthy, Herbert Jones is gonna be a problem playing center. Like people laughed at it because he only 6'7", but if they play a up tempo style of basketball and you put him next to Zion, man, he's gonna be a problem offensively. He's I promise you.
I don't think he playing center. I think he probably play power forward.
Yeah, they said he's starting at center. That's what they're him next to Zion. That was the report. I don't know how true it's going to be.
Yeah, you don't know. But that's kind of weird, but we'll see. I don't really see it right now. Give me your quick defensive players of the year. Of course, I'm going to go with my guy, Drew Holiday, always. I think the best perimeter defender in the whole NBA.
I think Wemby got snubbed last year. He'll make sure it happens this year.
Yeah, I'm going with Wemby.
Yeah, Wemby.
By landslide, actually.
Yeah, Wemby. Me too.
I go Wemby too, but yeah, I think just because of his height, man, that's just the only reason why. But he's super athletic with that height.
Yeah.
And when you super athletic with that height, oh yeah, you're gonna be dangerous. No, I don't even want to say he's gonna be most improved, but he's gonna have an all-star year. You can expect to see that man in wherever the all-star game is this year. Definitely gonna try to catch him at an all-star game this year.
Yeah. The team got to get better though for him to win defensive player.
Oh yeah, I think that was the only thing that really held him back from that, because you really can't give it defensive player of the year to somebody and you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the MVP award. You could just be padding stats.
Yeah.
And he said women, but AD if healthy.
Yeah.
Well, you can always expect one thing from good old. If that man plays, I'll put it like this: over or under. Before we move on, real quick, over or under. Anthony Davis plays 70 games. I'm going
under big time.
I'm going under. I think he played more than that late this year, so he definitely not gonna do it 2 years in a row.
Yeah. What you got, Jason?
Under. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Always dislocated.
If you see this, man, we love you, brother, but even Coach Carl, that's everybody saying under. Everybody.
It's over.
They already know what time it is, dog.
Yeah,
we love you, brother, but I don't know, man. I just you've been in the league too long, bro. You've been in the league too long, and I know what to expect from you.
You've been healthy too long.
AD stand for arthritis and dislocations. That's it. That's all you getting.
I'm not dealing with this. Okay. Oh, I said we got the most improved. Oh, rookie of the year.
Zachary Reese.
Yeah, I would say Zach.
Yeah.
ATM.
Ooh.
Zach,
I
definitely.
got Castle out of with the Spurs.
San Antonio. That's a good pick.
They playing well. I'm gonna go Zach too, just because I don't think none of
It's
these cats stand out for
preseason. It's preseason.
real. I don't think none of them stand out for real.
And I think Necht will be a tight number 2. He'll be a close number 2. Necht from the Lakers.
He said someone from Europe.
Yeah. Man, chill out, man.
That's funny.
Man, matter of fact, man,
That's
tight,
probably
man, we
accurate.
gotta get y'all up on here, man. I know some of the folks tired of seeing the same faces up here. I tried to get Marcus and them up here tonight. The Water Cooler Talk podcast. They're only 3 subs away from 300 subs. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to their channel. Shout out to them boys. They over there being family man. So, but they probably gonna come on tomorrow. So hopefully by tomorrow they'll hit their goal 300. Shout out to them boys. But MVP. Final one before we do these NFL picks, and then we up out of here. My MVP played tonight, and he played great. Should have won Eastern Conference MVP, which is stupid. They need to get rid of that award. I think that is the dumbest thing in the world. Please drop that. And should have won Finals MVP too. His name is Jason Tatum. I think he's going to be MVP this year. I think he's out for blood, especially how Steve Kerr did him in the Olympics. This is his year. One of the most loaded teams in the NBA, and they in prime position to repeat. Jason Tatum, MVP.
I got Vanilla Bean Luca winning MVP this year, man. I think he finally, gonna show people what's up. And I hate Luca, by the way, just an FYI. But I do think he's the best skilled player in the league right now. I think he finally gets the MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum too, man. Obviously the way he started off the night was, of course, great, but I think he's gonna continue this throughout the season. Does it on both ends. He's changed his shot, so he doesn't have that hitch in it. So that's made a big difference for him as well. And playmaking ability, I believe, has been on the rise every single year in the league. Of course, he has the surrounding pieces to even be like a average 7-8 assists a night. So I see Jason Tatum averaging 37 and 7, to be honest with you. And I believe that will be an MVP. And of course, I believe the Celtics go back to the finals.
Man, Jason stole my pick. I'm going with Luka. Just because the numbers wise, they're gonna be astronomical, and I think he probably still be on par with Joker this year, just like last year. But I think that this year they give it to Luka. I like the Jason Tatum pick. I really do. My only problem with Jason Tatum is he doesn't have to play well for them to win.
Well, that's what happened when you build a team.
Yeah. So I think that's gonna hurt him. That's gonna hurt him in the MVP race. Whereas Luka has to be Luka, or that team don't stand a chance.
I don't know, man. Kyrie, now you got Clay, and you got PJ Washington.
Yeah, they showed last year that.
You sure?
But in years past, and I will agree with that 1,000%. But since adding Kyrie, it helps soften the low. Like if Luka's not on his game, Kyrie gonna pick up the slack. So, but in years passing, if he did not play good, it was.
My only thing about Kyrie is he's becoming he's one of my favorite players in the league, and I want to say this. And he's becoming massively inconsistent in his play.
That was just the finals, man. That was just the finals.
It's a regular season too.
It wasn't the season. I wasn't giving you that. I'm sorry to interrupt, by the way.
Oh no, it's all good. But I'm just saying, he's.
Go ahead, my fault.
I'm saying when you're playing next to Luka, he has clearly become a number 2. Whereas I used to look at Kyrie as a number 1 on any team that he was on.
Yeah.
even playing next to old man Bron. I thought Kyrie was
Coach Carl said Ant-Man for MVP.
yeah.
I don't know where you're getting Jaylen Brown from. I hope you ain't saying Jaylen Brown for like league MVP. Jaylen Brown is not even the top 10 player in my eyes, not even a little bit. I want you to clarify that so I can make sure I'm not tripping. I don't even see him as a top 10 player, and I sure don't see him winning no MVP. But I also want to correct Jason real quick. You said Luka is the most skilled player. It's only one man that is the most skilled, and he was already named, and his name is Kyrie Irving. That is easily the most skilled player in the NBA. Probably one of the most skilled players.
It ain't easy.
It is easy.
No.
He literally does. I think he does literally everything besides passing and rebounding.
So he does everything besides.
It's only two things.
Passing
It's
is
literally
skill,
only
bro.
two things.
Passing
Outside
is
of those
a
two things,
skill, my brother.
He literally does everything better than Luka.
Except
and I don't even just say like literally everything. He literally has a better post game.
What are the three major stats in the
NBA?
The three major stats doesn't make you the most skilled.
Passing is a skill.
Passing is a skill.
So if he isn't as skilled at passing, then he would be less skilled.
Man, Kyrie is like one of my favorite players in the league.
Mine too.
He's not my favorite player. Like, my God.
It's not many that you can say are up there with Kyrie at all, you know.
So he's saying MVP next level this year. I do not see it.
I don't see that either.
I don't know what you see in Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is a good player, but I don't see MVP.
I don't. Not playing next to Jason Tatum, he's not going to win the league.
He's
MVP.
definitely not about to winning with Jason Tatum next to him. But anybody can see Jason Tatum winning before Jaylen Brown. So that says a whole lot about him.
I don't see it the other way around. I think it's too much talent on that Boston team for Jason Tatum to win.
Hey man, only time will tell. We're gonna see. There was a lot of talent around a lot of talent. LeBron James.
Yeah, that's true.
No, he's definitely not. But those times have passed. But good player too.
Great player.
Yeah, great player.
That's over though.
Number three player.
So let me ask you this: what about we mentioned Ant? What does Ant need to do to win the MVP this year? With them pushing them as the face of the league.
If Ant can get his team to at least a top four, I believe top four in the West.
Yeah, he'll be in the running for sure.
He's going to average more. I think he's going to average.
I was about to say, what kind of numbers he need to put up?
He got to average 30 at least.
I wouldn't even say 30.
He don't got a lot of help.
Some of these numbers, bro. That's why I like, bro. It's the way you play in the game and the rules are set up for you. It's like a little inflated. Like even with Luka, sometimes it's just like, like some of them just like, because of the rules, it just opens the floor up a whole lot more for like the score to go up and more stats and more rebounds, all this stuff. So that's why I say you just have to be on a winning team. I think he's going to step up his defensive game. I think he can possibly be a all NBA defensive player this year. I think this and
I thought you were talking about Luka.
Oh no. I think if Luka even just gives you a little bit more on the defensive end, he's going to win MVP.
Yeah, it'll be a blowout.
Yeah.
Can Shea get it? Shea was a finalist this year, right?
I like that.
Can he get it?
Yeah.
Can he take the step to get the MVP?
Definitely.
Said stay off social media and control them clips. Better
than Murray. Manage them weapons. Stop it, man.
Oh man, that's a funny one right there. That almost went over my head a little bit.
I think he ought to get a Glock endorsement deal.
What's the
Man,
chances
no,
of Ja
hey,
being in the
not going.
MVP race?
You said who?
What's the chances of Ja being in the MVP race?
If he can stay healthy, I think he could be there.
It's a possibility. It's the same way as Ant-Man. You get in that top 4, you in the conversation for it for real. You one thing he gonna do. I think what he's gonna do this year, he's gonna play bananas because he knew him being out, and he got to remind folks. There's a lot of folks talking about Ant and the other folks. He's going to go crazy, and you already know these acrobatic dunks that he be doing.
Yeah.
I think Josh calls for a good year, man. It's gonna be a great year in the NBA. I'm just happy that the NBA is back.
Yeah,
I think he's got to shoot the ball better than he has in the past. If he becomes a
believe
better shooter, which he's had the time to do it.
Yeah.
I think he'd definitely be an MVP race, if not win it.
yeah.
I think the only thing that he got in his way is out of all the players we named, we only named one in the Eastern Conference, right? So yeah, he's got to deal with all these other MVP candidates that we just named: Lucas, Shea, Luke. He's got to deal with those. So I think that's the only thing.
Maybe even Steph. I think he can still be in the conference.
And when you're just him and Draymond, I don't trust that. Unless Kuminga steps up big time this year, I don't see nothing with he said, what's your chance? Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And we'll have to see. I have to see how the Knicks play.
Yeah.
Of course, it's opening night. I ain't overreacting to nothing. It's a long 82 game season. So
I don't think that.
I don't see him as MVP right now.
Yeah,
but
I think if Brunson wins,
but this is literally the beginning of the year. Everybody just giving out their predictions. We'll resurface this probably all-star time talking about MVP because I hate talking about MVPs early. Just really just giving preseason / in season because clearly the season started. But it should be good. I don't care if it is in the Mecca.
What about old man Berlin, man?
Hey,
that's what I said. Them days have passed, man. Days have passed. You still make an impact, but MVP, no sir.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get to the NFL picks real quick. We're gonna get up out of here. And I must acknowledge somebody team up here is doing absolutely well with their future Super Bowl winning quarterback, Jaden Daniels. Oh, the Commanders are looking good out there. Oh, I heard it all. And
Yeah.
I just want to acknowledge somebody who said all this before it was even a thing. Let me pat myself on the back. Okay,
they doing all right.
Yeah, they okay.
Hope you come back soon. Hope you out too long.
We even got a better record than the most expensive team in the NFL. You know, those 49ers.
They hurt their whole team.
We on IR right now. So
the San Francisco IRs.
I'm telling
you. Because boy, y'all caught that injury bug this year. That's when you see that
every year.
But the best thing for y'all, this is one of those years. If you have, this is like a deep draft. So if y'all do just have a bad year, it's really not that bad at the same time. Because y'all can sneak, especially if y'all have a losing record, a really, really bad losing record. You probably go in there and go pick a guy out of there. And one guy, let's just say if you guys finish top 3 bad. It's a guy that played in Michigan. I'm just saying, this hypothetical. I don't think you guys gonna be like that. But if you do, it's a guy in Michigan that would be a absolutely perfect fit for you guys. His name is Will Johnson. That would be very dangerous. So if you, I don't like how I was last year. I hate being like, I was like, bro, don't be mediocre this year. If you're gonna be booty, just be trash. Because we can go get a quarterback this year.
Well, I think one of the things for us is like we 3-4, so our division. I think Seattle is leading it at 4-3, so it's wide open. It's not like we can win our division to make the playoffs. So it's a long season, bro. We just got injury bugs right now. We've been here before. Like that's one thing that's promising. Is like we've done this before with injuries.
And tight, I'm gonna tell you about Russell Wilson right now. Don't let that game on Sunday night fool you, man.
He looked good though.
They said the same thing about Andy Dalton being like that with the Panthers. Like, the Panthers gonna do something. The Panthers been getting smacked around. Like they've been getting smacked around all year. Ever since. I said that's just smoke and mirrors. Don't let them boys fool you and think that they good, because they ain't.
I mean, he looked good though, but the Jets didn't.
Yeah. And the great Bill Parcells said, "You are what your record says you are." They're 2-5. The last time I checked, the Raiders have that same record.
Yeah, the Jets didn't look good at all.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. So we're gonna go ahead and get these picks in. By the way, how he said, "How dare you compare us to the Panthers?" I didn't compare you to the Panthers. I'm comparing the quarterbacks, though. I don't believe Russell is like that, and I've been saying that for years, and he only keeps proving me right. He really didn't really show me nothing in that game. It was really just a bunch of, I'm gonna throw it up there and just let the guys catch it, and it was just some crazy catches. If you depended on that all year long, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Where you rate him? 32 quarterbacks in the league, starting quarterbacks. Where you rate Russell Wilson?
31.
Wow.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
Wow.
He's a better fit for
until you guys can tell me one that's better.
Russell Wilson's a better fit for what they want to do.
Who he better than?
Jaden.
He better than Sam Darnold.
Well, that's why I said
he better than Mason Rudolph.
Who's 32 then?
He better than Mason, so he go up one. He go up to 30.
Oh man!
But obviously, he better than Justin Fields.
Matter of fact, we're gonna go.
Yeah, right.
Clearly, he's better than Justin Fields.
Well,
he's not better than Justin. I don't think he's better than Justin Fields.
He's a better fit in that system than Justin Fields.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, because he can get under center. They can run play action. You see what Najee did with Russell Wilson versus what he can do with Justin Fields, man. Like this is just basic.
Najee had a 100-yard game last game against the Raiders with.
They look completely.
Kirk Cousins. So Tight said Bo Nix, and it looks like Kirk Cousins and Daniel Jones. He's better than Daniel Jones. I give you that.
Bro,
he's not better. He's not better than Kirk Cousins.
I would take Russell Wilson before I took Daniel Jones. I give you that.
Yeah.
Okay, he's at 29. He's at 29 now.
He better than Deshaun Watson would have been.
Matter of fact, you said whoever in Miami.
He keep going.
28.
Cleveland. You think he's better than Jameis?
That's what I said.
Listen, Jameis. Hey, we all know Jameis about to light it up. We know that, right? We can all agree on that, right? We know that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, he's gonna light it up.
You literally put Geno on there. You check the last 3 years when Russell was the starter, and look when Geno was the starter. Let's see who got the better stats.
You can look last year. You can look at what Russell Wilson did last year.
You can literally look for the last 3 years.
Well, just compare Justin Fields and Russell Wilson last year, and who was the better quarterback?
Well, two different situations. One had a better offensive line. One had more weapons.
One was a better quarterback.
And who was that?
Russell.
You think he's better than Will Levis?
Yeah.
But that's on the same team. That's what I said. I moved him up because he said Mason Rudolph.
Will Levis?
Mason Rudolph and them play for the Titans.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said he moved up about 28.
Okay. What about Flacco? Flacco
Appreciate
started
you coming
quarterback.
on, Coach Carter. I ain't expect the man. We supposed to be doing these picks.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Matter
my
of fact, that's your homework. Anthony Richardson. I still go with Anthony Richardson before I put Russell
I
Wilson.
go with Anthony Richardson. Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't.
I would.
Because
Matter of fact, that's everybody's homework. He's at 28 right now, but like I said, it's just smoking mirror. We'll see how he play against the Giants, another terrible team.
Yeah, horrible. With a horrible quarterback.
Vikings, Rams.
Vikings.
Vikings. The Rams awful this year, right?
Yeah.
Like 2 games.
What you got, Jason?
Vikings.
I got the Vikings. Clean sweep. Jets, Patriots.
Jets.
My fault, man. The Jette Jets versus the Patriots.
Jets. A-Rod.
Where's that game at?
It's in Foxborough, but I still got the Jets.
I'm going Patriots.
I'm picking the Patriots.
Hey.
Eagles, Bengals.
Is that in?
Yeah.
Cincy?
The first team is the away team. The second team is the home team. Eagles, Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Bengals. Yeah.
I'm going with the Bengals. I mean the Eagles. Packers, Jazz.
Packers.
Right.
Packers.
The Pack.
Clean sweep Packers. Titans, Lions.
Lions. It can be a blowout.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the Lions.
I'm going with the Lions too. Clean sweep. Falcons, Buccaneers.
ATL, baby. Rise up.
I'm going to Bucks.
They don't got no CJ Gallagher or Mike Evans. That's
I
weird.
can't like.
Oh, Mike Evans is hurt. I saw that on my fantasy.
That's why I said both of them got hurt last night. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
I don't want to lean Bucks, but
every time I pick the Falcons, they let me down though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Falcons
every time I pick them
in a close win.
Well, you pick them the opposite way.
I'm still going to Bucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Falcons in a close win.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Cardinals, Dolphins.
Cardinals. Even though Tua coming back though. But
oh, I got the Dolphins.
Radio coming back
for a quarter.
I got the Dolphins.
I hope he got health insurance.
I'm going Cardinals. I think it'll take a game for Tua to knock the rust off.
Put them in bubble wrap.
Yeah,
that's dangerous.
Ravens, Browns.
Oh, in Baltimore. Oh, dang. L. Jack, number 8 MVP.
I'm going with Jameis Winston. This is what he does. He come back for one game in games like this, and he light it up. I'm telling you, that's what I tell you.
Alabama boy. I'm going with the guy I said that was better than Baker Mayfield and all them boys way before it was even a thing. I'm gonna pat myself on the back once again. I got Ravens. Josh got Ravens. What y'all boys got?
I'm going with famous Jameis, man.
You know,
hurry up, man.
Our secondary is so beat up.
Famous Jameis, bro.
It's so
beat away. Up. I'm telling you,
it's so beat up. But I'm still taking the Ravens. 2 touchdowns. Run them out the building, man.
Colts, Texans.
Texas.
I'm gonna go with the Texans too.
Yeah, I'm going to Texans.
With the future MVP or defensive player of the year, Will Anderson, going crazy. Saints, Chargers.
Chargers. Go Chargers.
Did they win last night or they lost?
They lost.
No.
They lost at the last second.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers too.
Yeah, I'm taking Chargers.
Same. Derek Carr hurt.
Chargers.
Oh man, I'm messing up. Bills, Seahawks.
Interesting.
I'll take the
going-
Seahawks at home.
Yeah, I'm going Bills.
Yeah, I'm going to Bills.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Bills got new weapons. I'm going to Bills.
I'm gonna still go with the Seahawks. The Bears versus the Commanders.
Bear.
The Bears.
Oh,
Unless
Bears.
Jaden Daniels play. Now Jaden Daniels play, I'll go to the Commanders, but
The Bears.
I'll go.
Yeah, is Jaden Daniels playing?
Shout
Got
out
to sit out.
Brother Mike, Sooners legend, another OU guy. Appreciate you coming in.
Playing.
Is Jaden Daniels playing?
Don't know yet. They said it's week to week, so I don't expect him to play. I don't want him to play.
Yeah, I'm going with the dude from the Sicilian to win.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go. Bears got the number one defense advantage.
Like, what are you talking about? This man is Sicilian. I'm like, man, this man is definitely black.
Nah, he's Sicilian though.
Bro,
Yeah, I'm going to Bears.
I'm not doing this with you, Jay.
What do you identify as?
He from Sicily.
Yeah, that man, mama black, that man, daddy black, man.
Nah, he still. As soon as he painted them nails, he was Sicilian.
It's 2024, Brinsky. Is what do you identify as? What do you identify as?
They ain't catch that, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not touching that.
Touchdown. Yes.
I'm going with high quarterback. Even if he doesn't play, I'm going with the Commanders. But that was a good one, Jason.
Sicilian.
Sicilian, bro. That's all.
Yeah, Panthers.
There's stuff you can say on YouTube.
Man, stop it. You go after him.
I ain't even gonna lie. It just clicked.
You know what I'm saying? Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Even Tight got it, man.
It just clicked for real.
I'll tell you when we get
There you go, Ted.
That's Chappelle level though. Like,
thank you, sir.
Panthers, Broncos.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And the Raiders.
That's funny, man. I'm sorry.
Chiefs. Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs too. What y'all boy got, man? Chiefs.
He's Sicilian.
Chiefs, bro.
Chiefs Raiders, man.
Chiefs Raiders. Oh man. Chiefs and the refs.
Right. The Chelsea.
Yes.
The Chelsea, bro.
We got
to pick against them.
Well,
how can you?
Before the season, this looked like a good game on paper, but clearly it's a lot of the stars that's going to be out of this one. The Cowgirls Sunday night football against those 49ers.
Niners all day, even as hurt as they are.
I'm going to go with the Cowgirls.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cows.
Man, we just the Niners. We missing like 4 players, so I'm still gonna go with the 49ers though. Like I think we can.
Oh wow, ladies and gentlemen, a 49ers fan gonna go with his team, even though they're missing most of their stars. What a surprise!
You know what we do to the Cowboys? They can't beat us for nothing.
You lose.
No, we don't. We don't lose to the
Y'all
Cowboys.
lose when you win when you have the players. You lose when you don't. You're gonna find out when you on Sunday night. And we got an ugly Monday night football game. Dun 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 dun.
It ain't 2 at the same time again, is it?
We got the New York Giants against those pesky Steelers from Pittsburgh. Black and yellow.
Pittsburgh all day, every day.
I'm going with the steel curtain. No goddamn Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm going to
I'm going. I can't pick them. I just. I'm going New York. I can't. I can't.
Upset alert.
I can't. The Raven in me won't let me for nothing. I don't care.
You know who you sound like right now? The legendary, rest in peace to him, the great Harvey Updike.
Boy, I thought you was about to say the other Harvey, bro. I mean, you have words, boy.
What other Harvey?
The other one. The fondler.
Oh, no. I don't know that guy. Harvey Updike. The man said, I just got too much Bama in me.
I can't do it, bro. I just
That's
can't.
a different type of Bama fan.
So,
My man named his child Alabama.
Yeah.
And named his son Bear Bryant.
Yeah.
That is, I don't even have that much ski in me.
I get it. I had a dog named Saban.
Yeah, but that's different. We talking about a kid though.
We talking about your
a human with a birth certificate. With a social security number. He probably about to pass out this season. Boy,
I get it.
What you talking about?
Steelers about to melt some fat people. That's funny too.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this game gonna tell you a lot about Russell Wilson, even with a terrible Giants team at quarterback. I think they have a decent defense.
They do.
So we'll see how it goes.
It's gonna be definitely a defensive game. I think.
Definitely did.
For sure.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, Harvey Updike. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's what I thought you said, but I thought you were talking about somebody else. But yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have made a joke.
Oh,
I'm sorry about that. Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, man. That's why I said to the legend, the late great Harvey Updike.
Yeah, I didn't mean that.
I just heard Harvey, and I thought Weinstein.
I learned in Alabama that a tree is more valuable than a black man.
In Auburn, it is.
I don't want to go there because it doesn't matter. We're in probably the most racist state in the union. So
no,
there's Boston.
Boston is nowhere near. Nowhere near.
Boston, Indiana, some of them places.
Nowhere near. They're great value brand. Matter of fact, this is Czech. They're Czech. Down here, they're Coca-Cola.
I ain't gonna lie.
I've only been levels of racist.
I've only heard the hard R one time in my life, and I was in Africa. There's that.
You weren't in Sicily?
I was not in Sicily. For I am not Sicilian.
And ladies and gentlemen, that will end. I'm gonna let everybody go out here and say what they doing, what got going on their Instagrams and all that. We're gonna start with Tez.
Oh man. Oh, hold on. Yeah,
it's right there.
There it is.
Yeah, photo imager. Bam. Same spot. Yeah, man, same spot on all platforms. Photo imager. Check me out. It is getting close to Tuskegee fam that's following me, or anybody that's following me that want to be a part of it. We got the homecoming celebration coming up. The livest tailgate this side of the Mississippi will be happening 2 days, 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. Friday and Saturday. You know how we do it. Same bat time. Meet us in Bremer, way in the back. We got links out right now. If you follow me, Tez Renfro, on Facebook, you can see the links and you can be able to donate and be a part of the celebration. But other than that, yeah, I got the same thing going on. I got every week. See y'all next week.
Even though he just added me to the thing, but that's no here, no there.
Man, I thought you was already a part.
Hey man, I basically almost talk to this man every day, ladies and gentlemen. But it's all good.
You're not in it either, man.
You got added, Brisky?
It's like 1,500 people. I thought I'm about to add you right now.
You see, this man right here, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I thought for sure
y'all was true colors, boy. Show us true colors.
I thought for sure y'all was good.
Yeah, I just want to say first and foremost, there's nothing wrong with being from Sicily if that's what you want to do.
I invited you.
Want to do right? But yeah, you can follow me. Oh no, you can't follow me. Sorry, I'm on a social media fast. You cannot follow me, but you can follow these guys. You can follow B Sharp, Tez, and Josh on all their platforms. Man, they have the best content. I ain't really got nothing good to say about Tez right now, for real though. After this whole
Yeah, he low down.
You know what, man?
yeah, just move on
Dirty.
to Josh because I ain't got nothing good to
He a
say.
snitch. Yeah, I don't like him right now, bro.
Yeah, just go on to
Yeah,
Josh. I
yeah.
got it.
What's up, guys? Always a pleasure joining the Brinsky and Sharpshooters podcast. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. All social media is Joshua Dennis. Everything Braves, everything Hawks, everything Falcons, everything Georgia sports. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night, man.
And Jackson said he's gonna come down to your church, man, because you need the Lord bless him, man. So expect that one of these days, but I can promise you, man, your church is in Macon, right?
Yep, Mount Olive.
Not make
Yep.
it.
And so of course, my wife being from Warner Robins, the time when we come down there, man, I'm gonna come support you.
Pick
Okay,
me up.
No way in advance.
okay, I got
Pick
you.
me up, man.
I'm not driving all. What I look like driving all the way to Atlanta to go pick you up,
Pick me up, man.
man.
Uh-huh.
Like
I would do it for
always,
you.
man. I am Brinsky Sharp of the Sharpshooters podcast. Of course, y'all can follow me on Twitter /XB_Sharp. Y'all already know. Subscribe to the channel at Sharpshooters podcast. Appreciate y'all for showing love. I would say shout out to the tailgate kings, but I was just added to the thing just a second ago, so I'm not supporting it at the moment. I'm actually boycotting it right now. I don't care
No,
nothing about it. I don't want
no,
to
you
spend
don't.
none of my money there. I don't want
You
to
don't
do
believe that.
nothing for it. I just want to go everywhere else.
You don't mean that. Oh, go everywhere else.
I'll go everywhere else because I'll go where I'm supported, and clearly I'm not supported there. I don't want to show no love to that. But
Can you pick me up?
okay, and ladies and gentlemen, as always, appreciate you guys, and you already know since Ted was talking crazy to me about my Bama team earlier, F Auburn and roll got Dawn tied.